Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel for yet another video. Today, we will be introducing or reintroducing characters that are going to appear in our upcoming Twitch series, the CCSL, which is being revived from a project that I was doing a couple months ago on this channel. And today, we will be focusing on returning characters or characters that were already set to debut in Season 2 of the CCSL. Now, today we will be primarily looking at characters that are from, if you want to call them the East bracket. This is the characters that are from the Obsidian and Azure divisions. So let's quickly jump into the character bios and spotlights so you're familiar with who to be looking forward to seeing in action this upcoming season. For rules pertaining to this league, please feel free to refer back to the video linked in the description down below. And please check to see if you're subscribed to the channel. If you're not, do take a moment to do so, as that subscription is free and easy. Well, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the character introductions. First off, we'll be looking at the characters hailing from the Obsidian division. Starting off, we have Dr. Mario, one of the returning veterans from this most recent season. Dr. Mario, a couple of things that you want to be familiar with is, though he does have his doctorate degree, he is a version of Mario, and his name is, oddly enough, Mario, and yes, believe it or not, that is canon. His nickname, as evidenced from the stage that Little Mac hails from, the boxing ring, is the Prescriber, which makes sense given that he's a doctor. His first season record was actually pretty well. It was with an 8-4. He originates from the game Dr. Mario, which was an iteration similar to Tetris, which first released in 1990. In terms of stages that he will be competing on, anytime that he is home, he will be competing on the Mushroomy Kingdom iteration, and you'll be hearing the theme that is currently playing in the background, which is Fever. We extend a warm welcome back to Dr. Mario and look forward to his participation and his success in this season of the CCSL. The second character we're looking at today is a newcomer to the CCSL, but they were already determined to be joining during Season 2, and that is Chrom, or Chrom of Ylisse, and I hope that I said that right, because I don't have a whole lot of experience with Fire Emblem. His nickname is the Prince of Ylisse, which certainly makes sense, as that is the region that he hails from. He's one of the newer characters not only to Smash, but also in terms of gaming representatives in general, as his game, Fire Emblem Awakening, was released originally in 2012, so isn't even 10 years old yet, like many of the other competitors that we'll see highlighted in this second season of the CCSL. The home stage that he will be fighting on is Arena Ferox, and the theme that will play in the background of all of his home matches is Conquest Ablaze. Now, Chrom might be the first of the sword fighting characters that we're introducing, but there's a couple of more, so he will certainly have to show whether or not he has what it takes to make the cut and rise to the top in this season of the CCSL. Combatant number 3 is yet another new character that we are seeing introduced into the CCSL, and that is in the form of Solid Snake. His real name being David, and that's about all I could dig up on him. He is the legendary mercenary, which he should certainly live up to that term, as he's got a very unique set of projectiles and other tools in his arsenal. He's, like we've mentioned, a newcomer to the season, but was predetermined to be a portion of Season 2. His original game, Metal Gear Solid, first released on the PlayStation 1 in 1998, so he's got quite a bit of experience under his belt as well. The home stage that you will expect to see him fighting on is Shadow Moses Island, with the Encounter Remix theme playing in the background for all of his matches. One of the many ranged characters available in the game, he is the first of a few that we will be highlighting for Season 2 of the CCSL. And he is sure to have quite the explosive demonstration as we continue through and get this second season underway. The final character from the CCSL, returning from Season 1 quite triumphantly with a lot of the waves that they've made, is Little Mac. Now, Little Mac, or Mac Little, as his canonized name is, Had a very strong showing in the first season of the CCSL, picking up 6 straight matches without a single loss, cementing himself in a very positive position. As you can see from his season record, though, he quickly slid back in the ranks and just about lost as many as he initially won, but the momentum was more than enough to welcome him back for season number 2. Nicknamed Bruiser of the Bronx, he packed a punch in Punch-Out, which debuted for the first time ever in 1987, and he has been throwing uppercuts and jabs ever since. The home stage that he will be taking all of his fights from is Boxing Ring, with Minor Circuit playing every single time, as the triumphant ballad welcomes him back to face off against his fellow combatants. We wish him the best, and hopefully we'll see an explosive finishing from him in this season, much like we did in Season 1. Alright, so those are the returning combatants from the Obsidian division, but let's take a look at the characters that will be joining us from the Azure division, the adjoining group within this side of the CCSL. First up, we have the not quite victor, but certainly strong showing character of King Dedede. Now, Dedede made his first appearance in Kirby, which debuted in 1992, and this self-made king had a very overwhelming showing in Season 1, only dropping a single match in all of the regular season fights and matchups. However, he unfortunately did lose to the combatant from the opposite side, who we will be introducing and highlighting slightly in our video this Thursday. That being said, every time that King Dedede makes an appearance at his home arena, that will be here at the Fountain of Dreams, and you will be hearing King Dedede's theme, specifically the iteration from Brawl, playing in the background. Now, Dedede might be a bit heavy and a bit derpy, but he is certainly a force to be reckoned with, and we will be eagerly awaiting his dominant return and rooting for him to continue his very proficient winning streak in Season 2. The other returning character from Season 1 in the Azure division is Robin, specifically the male variant, because that's what fits with the color theme. Full name, Robin of Palldia, is one of the other characters introduced into the game from Fire Emblem Awakening, which again was released in 2012. This tactician magician was pretty well worked and actually didn't drop a single match at home, picking up every single match in his regular season and finishing Season 1 with a 7-5 victory. Robin will take all of his home matches in the Colosseum, with Destiny Ablaze playing in the background. Now, he's got many a spell and many a sword to his advantage, so he's as much of a threat up close and personal as he can be from across the stage, so you certainly don't want to underestimate Robin and his many cantrips. Welcome back, and we look forward to seeing more from you in the future. The first newcomer to the Azure division of the CCSL is none other than Samus Aran. Now, Samus is one of the characters that has been in Super Smash Bros. Since the very beginning, but she's also one of the original IPs from Nintendo, with her original game releasing in 1986. This bounty hunter extraordinaire has a vast array of projectile weapons, but you also don't want to underestimate her, as she packs quite a powerful punch when she gets up close and personal. Her home stage of origin will be Brinstar Depths, and you will hear her personalized theme of Samus Aran, Space Warrior, the remix, every single time she is hosting a match. Now, Samus, though she be a new character, is sure to bring a lot of flashy finishers and great displays to this season and its matchups, so we will be eagerly awaiting with bated breath to see how she stands up against the competition and whether or not she has what it takes to stay on top and make it into the end of season tournament. Best of luck, Samus, and we'll see you out there on the battlefield. The final newcomer that we have to highlight today is the Blue Bomber himself, Mega Man. Mega Man first joined the roster for Smash in Smash 4 for the Wii U, but he was met not only with a lot of praise, but also a lot of competitive premise. So Rock Light, as his true name entails, first made his appearance in 1987 with the original Mega Man through Sega and their properties. Mega Man, though he primarily fights against his nemesis, will be taking all of his matches from Wily Castle, where he often finishes a lot of his games facing off against the main antagonist of his series, and you will hear the Mega Man 4 medley new remix playing in the background as he takes the fight to any who crosses his path. Now, he's sure to rush into action and have quite a bit of a flashy showing, so we eagerly wait his debut and his matchups as the CCL Season 2 gets underway. Well, that's about all that we had to highlight today in terms of the characters that are returning from the east side of our conference. But be sure to tune in on Thursday as we do a similar highlight reel for characters returning from the west side, specifically those from the Ivory and Cardinal divisions. If you enjoyed this video in its format, please feel free to give it a like. Don't hesitate to leave a comment down below, and we will see you on Thursday. Thanks again for watching, and you have yourself a great rest of your day.